Good morning, buzzers. It is Tuesday. It is the 8th of March. Did you know it's International Women's Day? Happy International Women's Day to all the women all around the world. I'm Mike from Buzz50.com. Buzz50.com, the social networking site for seniors over 50. And this is Good Morning Buzzers. It's just a friendly chat at 7:30 a.m. UK time every single day of the week from Buzz50, but it's live. It's live on YouTube. It's live on Facebook. It's live on Twitter. It's live on the Buzz50 homepage. And, of course, it's also live in... I've put my mug down on my mouse lead. It's live. I've moved it now. It's also live in the Good Morning Buzzers chat room where we've got loads of buzzers. We have got Pronto, Tulia, Viv Huff, Midnight, Carrie May, Fee, John P, Mally IOM, Restless Again, and Walligator. So good morning to all of you. We've got a few new things going on. It's live. You can call in and prove whether it's live or not if you like, either on Skype. That's MikeBuzz50, Mike at Buzz50.com to get us on Skype, or call in on one of the numbers here, which are also in the chat room and also on the Buzz50 homepage. And I'll show it to you again in a bit if you'd like to call in. Pronto says, looking great, Mike. Not swooning, though, lol, nor am I flicking me hair. Got none. This is Pronto. Pronto trying to copy Viv Huff in earning some buzzer points. But there's lots of ways of getting buzzer points. And Viv Huff is indeed fluttering her eyelashes and flicking her quair at the gorgeous like. And as Fee explains, Viv Huff is on a French keyboard. So typing the right... Well, typing isn't one of her strong points anyway. Well, typing is a strong point of Viv's, but not getting the letters in the right order. So we've got three things where you can earn buzzer points or win buzzer points. 10,000. Looking extremely sexy this morning, Mike. So I think Viv's drunk. I think she's been on the French wine this morning. Quiet Mouse has joined us in the Good Morning Buzzers room. Good morning to you and welcome. You can join us in the room if you like. Bobby's joined us by coming along to the Buzz50 homepage at the appropriate time. That is 7:30 a.m. UK time, any day of the week. And it's easy to find that out. Just Google it. What time is it in the UK now? And then you'll see a link there to come and join us. Right. We have got a new mystery voice worth 10,000 buzzer points. We've got a new tune from a film worth 10,000 buzzer points, and we have got some new words from a song, again worth 10,000 buzzer points, if you can identify the song, not the singer. I keep losing sound, says Pommy. Oh no, that's because you're the other side of the world, Pommy, or we're the other side of the world to you down there in Australia. What film is this the tune from? And I can give you a clue. I don't know it. Do you know it? What film is this a tune from? And it's played on a piano, so it's not the actual theme tune. Have a listen to this. Any ideas? You might get a little bit more in a minute. Let's hear that bit again, though. Here we go. So it's not the tune that we want. It is, please, the name of the film. Have you any idea? Confessions of a Window Cleaner, says Viv Huff, as she always does. Last Tango in Paris. Don't know, Mike, says Midnight. Midnight, you're right. You don't know. Well done. The Naked Tango, says Viv Huff. Percy, says Viv Huff. Carrie May's left the room and come back in again, which is good. Good for coming back in. And have a listen to this voice. Have the pianist, says Tulia. La Riviera has joined us in the Good Morning Buzzers room. You're a little bit late. Have a listen to this voice, La Riviera, as can everybody else Who is this?
So my first costume was Raggedy Ann.
Raggedy Ann, sure.
Which was nice because I think I was in preschool and it was the first time I could remember anyone saying anything nice to me. But it wasn't to me, it was to Raggedy.
So who's that? An actress, but her first costume was Raggedy Ann. But that was in preschool, so that's probably not widely known unless you've heard that interview before. Do you know the voice? Is it a distinctive voice? For 10,000 buzzer points, who can be the first to guess who that is? George Formby says, rest us again. Mr. Rudd says Midnight. Liza Minnelli says Quiet Mouse. Madonna says Witch Morgana. Glenn Close says Viv Huff. Goldie Hawn says Pronto. We've got some guesses coming in. Fortunately for me, none of them are right. And Witch Morgana has joined us in the Good Morning Buzzers room. Good morning to you. So here is a no Googling. Waving back to Witch Morgana. You'll have an idea of who I'm talking to in a minute because we will, during the break, dive into the Good Morning Buzzers chat room so you can see all the people typing. Bette Midler says Wally Gator. No. Julia Roberts says Viv Huff. No. Midnight says Joan Rivers. No, none of those. Can you guess who this is?
So my first costume was Raggedy Ann.
Raggedy.
Any idea who that is? Or what film this tune is from? And we need the film, not the tune. Bit more? Does that give it away? I don't think so. I think that one will struggle to be guessed. Julie Andrews says Pommy, no. Sarah Jessica Parker says Restless Again, no. Quiet Mouse 1 says Mid, you are my bestie. So people are chatting amongst themselves as well. That's all this is. It is a chat between over 50s, a friendly chat at 7:30 a.m. UK time every single day of the week. International, as you'll find out in a while. Interactive, if you care to join us in the Good Morning Buzzers room, or even phone in or call in on Skype, as people do. 4 weddings and a funeral, says Viv Huff, no. Restless Again, everything you wanted to know about Viv Huff, but were too much of it. I'll have to read this out again. Everything you ever wanted to know about Viv Huff, but were too much of a gentleman to ask, says Restless Again. Very good. The Bodyguard, says Viv Huff. Judy Garland, says Wally Gator. Run for your life, Mid, says Witch Morgana. Tulips has joined us in the Good Morning Buzzers room. Good morning to you. Right, okay. These are the words from a song. And the idea is, please tell me the name of the song, not the singer. You ready? Pay attention. And I can tell if you're Googling it, so don't. And here he comes right out of the cheap seats. And here he comes right out of the cheap seats. And we've got 2 great jokes this morning. Please send in jokes. I've got a queue of 4 jokes. I've got 2 this morning and 4 queued up. I need more, please, please, and clean ones, if you can. The idea is people send in jokes. I read them out. If you want, you can call in and read them out yourself. That's another thought. Do you think we should have a guest presenter every day? Somebody who comes on via Skype or phone if they're a local number, but via Skype, chatting away and keeping an eye and helping out. Maybe taking over even. Would that be worth doing? Kathy's Clown says Restless Again. I saw another guest before, which it wasn't. The Bodyguard, Julie Garland, Jodie Foster. No, none of those. Someone said something like 4 weddings and a funeral, said Viv Huff. No. Yellow Submarine says Pronto. Kathy's Clown says Restless Again. No. Passport to Pimlico. No. Right. This is Kate Blanchett says Pommy. No. I must check up to remember who these people are. Right. Yes, nobody's guessed who that is. This is joke number 1. Do send in your jokes. I need words of wisdom. We've got words of wisdom from Pronto this morning to end the show with. Would you believe it? Words of wisdom from Pronto. Yes, we have. Quingelina Jolie says Viv Huff. Ashley Judd and Angelina Jolie. And Fleur Rose has joined us in the Good Morning Buzzers room. Good morning to you, Fleur. You're just in time for joke 1. Ichabod and Stenvad hire a plane and pilot to go moose hunting in Alaska. After a week, they managed to nab 5 moose. But the pilot tells them that's far too heavy for his little plane, and they're only allowed to take 2 moose on board. The idea is you vote out of 10 for this, please, so get ready with anything from 0 to 10. So they're only allowed to take 2 of the 5 moose that they've caught on board. They finally managed to convince the pilot that last year they had a very, very similar little plane, and they were able to take 5 moose on board. The other pilot allowed them to take 5 moose on board. So the pilot gives in, and off they go with all 5 moose on board. They take off and crash almost straight away amidst the wreckage of the plane and the moose. I think moose is plural as well, and moose. Ichabod asked Stenward, and I don't know why they've got such funny names. Ichabod asked Stenward, "Any idea where we are?" Stenward replies, "Not sure, but it looks awfully like the place we crashed last year." Quite good, that. I think it's worth a few points. What do you think it's worth? Anything from 1 to 10? Plural of mouse, says Restless again. I thought it was mice. I think they could have coped with 5 mice on the plane. Restless again. Halle Berry, says Fifth Huff. Gwyneth Paltrow, says Fifth Huff. 4 from Pronto for that joke. 2 from Midnight. 2 from Fee. 7 from John P. 3 from Mouse. 4 from Carrie May. 3 from Viv Huff. 2 from Tulips, who has recently joined us in the Good Morning Buzzers room. Ooh, Fee's got a guest coming in. 5 from Pommy. 7 from Restless again. 7 from Walligator. 4 from somebody, Witch Morgana. 5 from Tulia. The Song Mike. The Streak. Ray Stevens. Fee says The Streak. I think Fee said it first, but I haven't said whether it's right or not. Any more votes? Let's have a listen to the... Oh, no, we're not listening to it. It's the words. It's the words from the song. So we can't have a listen to it. Well, we could, but I've not got it lined up. Oh, dear, it is live, this. And here he comes, right out of the cheap seats. Was indeed The Streak by Ray Stevens. And we need a line judge. I think it was Fee that said it first, The Streak, Mike. Closely. Oh, yeah, Midnight says, Mike, Fee won the song game. Thank you, Midnight. Thank you for my assistant, who I believe is charging me 2,000 buzzer points an appearance. And Olive has joined us in the Good Morning Buzzers room. A little bit late. Is it still yesterday, Olive? Or have you caught us up to today yet? Everyone's saying hello to Olive. It was Mike, says Midnight. It was Fee. Well done. 10,000 buzzer points going to Fee for The Streak by Ray Stevens, which I haven't got lined up. So let's have a listen to the other couple of things, then we'll do a quick break. Carrie Fisher says, Restless again. No. What film is this song from? Played expertly on a piano by somebody. I don't know who it is. Oh, here we are. Ramin Yousefi. We ought to give him a mention if it's a him. Thank you. We'll listen to a bit more now. Does that give the game away? Do you know what film that tune is from? Bonnie and Clyde says Fifth Huff. The Sting, Sheena Easton. Barbara Hershey says Restless again. Confirmed. Fee was first. And Fleur, who joined us, and we were very pleased to see, has disappeared. The Great Gatsby says Fifth Huff. No. Shoot the Pianist says Quiet Mouse. That would be a good name for a film. Love Story says Restless again. Now, what we're going to do now, what we're going to attempt to do is switch to the Good Morning Buzzers chat room. So those of you that aren't in the chat, oh, Pommy's given that joke a 4. Where's that come from? But we'll add it. And that was a 7. I've overtyped something. Never mind. Joke number 1 managed to get an average of 4.2. We're going to go and have a look. Oh, and Johnny Pop has joined us in the Good Morning Buzzers chat room. Good morning to you, Mimi Rogers, says Viv Huff. Johnny, just before we go and have a look at the Good Morning Buzzers chat room, you can have a quick listen to this. What film is this tune from? Any ideas? And who is this famous voice?
So my first costume was Raggedy Ann.
Raggedy Ann, sure.
Which was nice because I think I was in preschool and it was the first time I could remember anyone saying anything nice to me.
They're both worth 10,000 buzzer points. Ha ha ha, says Fee. Very good. You should have sent me that one, Fee, not typed it in. Fee has just typed a joke in the Good Morning Buzzers room. Joan River, says Tulia. Krista Allen, says Viv Huff. Kirsty Alley, says Olive. None of those. Right. Faulty Tower, says Ressus again. No. If I haven't said your guess, Joan River, says Tulia, please say it again. Doesn't mean Hound of the Baskerville, says Ressus again. Doesn't mean that it's wrong. Means that I haven't seen it. Sorry. So we're going to switch and have a look at the Good Morning Buzzers chat room. Have you got yourselves on the Buzz 50 map? Yeah, I hope you have. We're going to have a look at the map in a minute. So just going to click here to hopefully share screens. Then we can all have a look at the Good Morning Buzzers chat room. So hopefully you can't see me anymore. There's going to be a spot the difference, by the way, when we come back. Something will have changed in the room. Something will have appeared or disappeared. Here we are. We've got all the buzzers in the chat room here that you can come and join us in if you like. We've got Restus again saying School of Scoundrels. Viv Huff saying Rebecca Holden. Viv Huff saying Kelly Lynch. Midnight saying Joan River's sister. And then on the right-hand side here, we've got all the buzzers in the room in reverse order from Walligate to Tulip 22, Restus again, Quiet Mouse, Mally, IOM, John P. We've got Fee, we've got Carrie May, we've got Midnight, we've got Witch Morgana, we've got Viv Huff, we've got Tulia, Pronto, Pommy, Olive, and Johnny Popper. Goldie Horn, says Olive. No, it's not. No, it's not at all. Right, okay, let's have a look, see whose birthday it is today. If you go along to the social page here, Buzz 50, social at the top here, scroll down, left-hand side, and you can see today's birthday, Abraxas381. Happy birthday to you. And if you click at the top of the site, Maps, there it is, Maps there. It'll bring you to this page. And then if you click online now, these are the buzzers that are online now. Let's refresh the page, see if more people have joined us since we started. So there you'll see, yeah, loads of people. Buzzers from all around the world. Let's pick a couple at random. Should we go down to Australia today? Who's there? South of Spain. Who's this? And then we'll have a look at Australia. Steve266, good morning to you. I hope you're watching. And those of you that aren't on the map, we'll do some sort of a game including the map soon. We'll think of something so that if you get yourself on the map, you've got a chance of winning something. Who have we never clicked on? What's this? Very far north. Johnny Popper. Good morning, buzzer, to you. And let's go fully south, where we will find Ethan. And good morning to you. So do get yourselves on the map. You can click on people and go to their profile page as well. Let's have a look back in the Good Morning Buzzers chat room. Billy Two Rivers, Goldie Horn. It was a joke, Olive. Don't know what that was. Okay, that's it. I think we've done everything in there. Let's switch back to the site, see if you can spot the difference, and we can do joke number 2 and see if anyone can guess the 2 things that are worth 10,000 buzzer points. So here we are. This is the voice worth 10,000 buzzer points. Have you any idea who this is? So
my first costume was Raggedy Ann.
Raggedy Ann, sure.
Which was nice because I think I was in preschool and it was the first time I could remember anyone saying anything nice to me. But it wasn't to me, it was to Raggedy. But of course I forgot because I was...
Any idea who that is? And any idea what film this tune's from? Let's play a little bit more of it. Any idea on either of those? Mike, share. Share what? Says we've had. No, it's not share. Priscilla Presley, says Tulia. We're playing more of this tune, but I'm just talking over it, so I'll stop it. Neither of those have gone. Let's do joke number 2. Joke number 1 got 4.2. Do please send stuff in, and do please think about calling in or calling in on Skype. Gilda Radner, says Olive. No idea who that is, and it's not that person. But this is joke number 2. Back to the drawing board, says Viv Huff. Joke number 2, sent in by a buzzer. Both of these sent in by buzzers. I'm not sure if they're... Yes, they're both in the Good Morning Buzzers room at the moment. And this is joke number 2. Hillbilly Mirror. So you know who you are now, don't you? After living in the remote wilderness of West Virginia all his life, an old hillbilly decided it was time to visit the big city. If you're a hillbilly watching this and you're offended, then I apologize. In one of the stores, so it's an old hillbilly who's been living in the wilderness for a long time. In one of the stores, he picks up a mirror and looks at it. Never having seen a mirror before, he remarked at the image staring back at him. "How about that?" he said. "Here's a picture of my daddy." That's my best hillbilly accent. I've no idea how they talk. He bought the mirror, thinking it was a picture of his daddy. But on the way home, he remembered that his wife never liked his father. So when he got home, he just hung it in the barn. And every morning, before leaving for the fields, he would go there and have a look at the picture of his father. His wife began to get a little suspicious about these trips to the barn and wondered if perhaps he was meeting somebody. One day, after her husband had left via the barn, she searched in the barn and found the picture. She looked into the glass and then she fumed. "So that's the ugly bitch she's been running around with." Do you get it? Ugly? Do you get it? I think it's quite good. I think it's worth more than 0. It may not be worth 10. Is anyone listening to the joke, says Viv Huff? If they're not, I'm just going to kick them out of the room, Viv. No, says Quiet Mouse. How many points do you give that joke out of 10? 4, says Fee. The bodyguard, says Mally. No. 4, says Midnight. 3, says Quiet Mouse. Wasn't listening, says Viv Huff. It's not good enough. 5, says Tulia. 4, says Mally. IOM. 5, says John P. 2, says Tulips. 7, says Restless Again. Thank you for that. 6, says Viv Huff. And 6. No. Viv Huff gives it 4. And Witch Morgana gives it at 6. Gotta go, says Fee. Work is calling. Bye, Fee. Good guess, though, Pommy, says Pommy. Whatever Pommy guessed. Right, yes. Sleepless in Seattle for the film. Probably wrong. You're right, Quiet Mouse. You're wrong. 4, says Carrie May. That means I think that's enough time for the votes to come in. Joke number 1 managed to get 4.2 on average. Joke number 2 managed. Oh, Wally Gator gives it an 8. Hang on a minute, let me check something. Wally Gator gives it an 8, and that is allowed. You'll find out why in a minute. That means that joke number 2, which was winning anyway, Wally Gator, gets 4.7. Joke number 1 was 4.2. And joke number 1, the joke that came very high up in second place, was sent in, of course, by Wally Gator. Joke number 2, though, was sent in by Pronto and wins with 4.7. Let's do international roll call. Well done, Pronto. Well done to, I think it was Fee who won the Identify the Tune, which was the streak by somebody Stevens, I think it was. Ray Stevens? Don't know. Film is Jailhouse Rock, says Pommy. No, it isn't, says Mike. And international roll call. Where are you from? What time it is? Is it? And what's the weather like? Why does my Adobe Flash keep crashing? It does carry, sorry. 7:54 a.m. UK, Coles Hill near Birmingham. Very cold outside. Little bit of rain. Essex in the UK is where Viv Huff is from. Nice sunshine, -4 degrees. Or was that a dash, then 4 degrees? 7:55 a.m.-ish. The Lion King, says Pommy. No, says Mike. 4, says Pommy. That's a bit late, Pommy. Are you watching it on a slight delay? Tad cold outside my cave, -1 degrees, but the sun's out, says Pronto. That's nice to know. We're truly international. Wherever you are in the world, come and join us. 7:30 a.m. UK time. Mali is in the Isle of Man. It's 7:55 a.m. and it's lashing down. Do you know that expression, lashing down? Midnight's in Yorkshire. It's 0.3 degrees. It's frosty and cloudy. Tulips is in Beirut. We should have found tulips on the Buzz 50 map. Beirut, sunny, 22 degrees, 9:55 a.m. And good morning to you, tulips. Olive, on the other hand, is in Hawaii. Olive was late, but it's 10 p.m. where she is. So it's yesterday, and it's very foggy today. We say foggy in this country, but in Hawaii, they say foggy, very foggy. Witch Morgana, 3:54 p.m. Philippines, and it's sunny. Philippines. Restless again, 8:55 a.m. Malmo, 3 degrees centigrade and sunny. Viv Huff, Brassac, France, 8:53 a.m. sunny and warm. I'm going out for croissants and coffee. Croissants coffee, which is how they say it, of course, in France. Mali IRM, raining heavy, Mike. Oh no, that's what lashing down means, you see. Cambridge, says Tulia. Voggy is volcanic ash, Mike, says Olive. Really? Or did you make that up? Really? I'm not sure whether you're pulling my leg. Oriskane in New York is where Walligator is. Wow, almost 3 a.m., 36 degrees. Whoa, Fahrenheit. Cloudy and dark. Right, okay, Sydney is where Pommy is from. 26 on Tuesday, so Pommy managed to get to today, even though Olive didn't. 6:55 a.m. I don't think so, Pommy, I think p.m. Lovely on harbour, I had today. Lovely day on the harbour. Lucky you, Pommy. That's it. Thank you very much for joining us. I'll check to see if any PMs have come in on the site whilst we've been on, because I very naughtily forget to do that. Whenever I check, there isn't one. Whenever I don't check, there is one. And that's it. We'll be back tomorrow morning, 7:30 a.m. UK time. If you want to send in anything, send it in. If you want to volunteer to help on Skype, keeping an eye on who's winning, so on and so forth, then we can give that a go. We can sort of do a dual thing between the two of us for one of the broadcasts and see if it works. That's it. Oz is upside down to you, says Pommy. That's it. All that remains for me to say is thank you for joining us. Hope you have a really lovely day. We've got words of wisdom from Pronto, which we couldn't possibly afford to miss. And the words of wisdom go like this. After the game, the king and the pawn go into the same box. That's a chess game, but it's a game of life. After the game, the king and the pawn go into the same box. Thank you for that, Pronto. Do send some more in like that, all of you. Do send in some more jokes, poems, anything you want to. And all that remains for me to say is have a great day and good morning, buzzers.